Hello and welcome to Corel Draw X4. This is a brief overview of many new features in X4. Starting with the welcome screen, I do recommend watch the workspace tour. It's very valuable. The links on the front here are actually the same as the links on the tabs down the side. If I click the Quick Start tab, it's as though we have literally opened the booklet. Click What's New and we're turning pages, as you can see. We went from Welcome to What's New, and now we're going to click on Layout and Text Editing. Notice the navigation path is increasing. So under What's New, Layout and Text Editing, you can learn more about many new features and enhancements within Corel Draw X4. Moving on to the learning tools, I must recommend do spend time watching the video tutorials. I've put these together to specifically teach you workflow and some of the great new benefits and features of X4. Corel Tutor, insights from the experts, tips and tricks all work the same. Choose a design that you'd like to learn more about and open the PDF file and follow the steps. Gallery is very interesting. Every time you come into the gallery, you'll see an exciting new set of images to inspire you. If we go out and then we come back again, you'll see a different set of images. And of course you can navigate to the individual's website who designed those images. Finally, there's updates, where of course you can update Corel Draw, look for new tips and tricks, etc. Well, I'm going to go back to the Quick Start tab. And we're going to look at New from Template. In fact, just as the Open Recent area has been improved, as you can see there, New from Template is also brand new. New from Template allows you to pick a topic and to actually delve into many templates and ideas and use them as a starting point. There's a slider down the bottom here so that you can increase the thumbnail size, and if we go to there, you'll get a bit more of an idea of how many of these we actually do have. There are many designs to choose from, and I recommend that you spend time here because you'll get a lot of great ideas. Well, I'm going to go to My Templates because I've created my own template for this particular tour, which is this one here. I've made some design notes, and I'm going to open up, and away we go. The first thing you'll notice in X4 is the appearance. It has been beautifully engineered to integrate with Vista's new look and feel. And for the first time we can see color icons, as you can see. If we go to the File menu, there's lots of new icons there, and you'll see those as you move around. For a quick overview of what's new, go to Help, come down to Highlight What's New, and at least choose Since version X3. You'll notice here all of the new enhancements, everything highlighted in orange. For example, you'll now see that on the standard toolbar, Snap To is part of a drop-down menu rather than a series of icons. We've got a new table menu item, and if we go to File, you'll see there are lots of new enhancements, and you'll see those throughout all of the menus. Many new file formats have now been added to X4. The latest AutoCAD format, Painter X, Word 2007, Adobe CS3, Publisher 2007, and the latest PDF format. And of course this really helps you with your workflow to work with other designers. The integration of X4 with Vista is tremendous. Let me show you what I mean. If we come up to Import and open the Import dialog box, as part of the dialog box they've built in Vista Search. For example, if I type .cdr, all of my CDR files within my documents appears here in this preview area. Notice the size and clarity of the new thumbnails. In fact, we can go larger. Select View and Extra Large Icons, and as you can see, much larger and clearer. Well, I'm going to go back to large icons to demonstrate this. We have an additional preview area over here. We access this by going Organize, down to Layout, and choosing the extra preview pane there. Each of these documents with a photograph is a single page document. However, these two documents here are multi-page. Watch what happens. Isn't that brilliant? All of the pages within my document appear over here in this pane, and that of course makes life a lot easier. Well, I'm going to select multi-images for my next part of my demonstration. I want to demonstrate the New Table tool, so I'm going to delete this, select the New Table tool, and you can choose your columns and rows on the property bar, and then simply click and drag, much like using the graph tool. With the table tool still selected, I can select a number of cells, right click and then merge those cells together. Now I'm going to go ahead and do something unusual. I'll be back. Well, as you can see, I've merged a number of cells together in an unusual way. Now the reason for this is I'm going to right click on one of these photographs and place it inside of a cell. Just like that. Right click inside of a cell. Now watch this one. As I right click and place inside of that cell, it's not big enough. But I can actually still resize it even though it's inside of the cell. How powerful is that? I'm even going to do the whole lot while you're watching because it really is such a cool tool. I'll pop that one down there, inside of cell, right click, inside of cell. Now finally, I'm going to place some text in this last cell. I'll select my text tool, click, and I'm going to write postcards of the world. Now watch this, another brand new feature. As I highlight this text, come up and hover over my point size drop down, watch the text. It's previewing in real time. Another brand new feature. It's called text preview. It allows you to very easily choose what it is that you want. In fact, if we open the character formatting docker and I want to choose some alignment options, as you can see, they actually preview in real time. I'm going to choose center and then I'm going to choose bold, and look at that. I'll pop that away. We've created a postcard in absolutely no time using the brand new table tool. PowerTrace has undergone a number of improvements. Let's zoom in on this bitmap image. This bitmap image is a typical image you'll see on the back of a new car brochure, and I've scanned it in. I'm going to right click, go to Centerline Trace, Technical Illustration. I'm going to increase the detail up to about 80%, wait for that to trace and click OK. Then all I'm going to do is ungroup to highlight for you how amazing this trace was. Look at that. This is good enough to cut out on a sign cutting plotter. I recommend you spend some time with trace. The Object Manager has had a number of enhancements. If you look at this, on page 1 you can see one layer, the same on page 2. But here's something you've never seen before. On page 3 we've got 2 layers, as we do on page 4. We've now introduced multiple layers per page, and that is very, very powerful. Let me show you something else. If I, for example, look, we're presently on page 5. If I select Guides, and then I pull down 2 guidelines, you've probably already guessed it. These guidelines have appeared only on page 5, which means they are unique to page 5. So I can have multiple guidelines on a single page. Now if you want your guidelines to appear across all pages, you simply select the master page area and bring your guidelines in there. So I'll bring one in there and the other one over there. Now as I change pages, my vertical guides will remain because they're sitting on the master page. For those of you who are unfamiliar with working with the Object Manager, I'll quickly highlight this for you. I've created a layer on the master page, and on that layer, as you can see, there's a number of objects, which is actually this Corel Draw graphic suite, the balloon and the word Corel. What this means is, if I create a brand new page, watch this, that's a brand new page, the same graphics appear on that page because on the master layer I've got all of those graphics. You can't edit them because I've got it turned off right now. If I turn it on, you can edit them, but of course we don't want to edit them. We want them to be uneditable across all pages. So that's the power of the Object Manager. A tremendous addition to X4 is integration with What the Font. Assume we've just scanned this image in, we don't know what the font is and we need to find out. Up to Text, come down to What the Font, simply draw a marquee around your piece of text, click inside, and now the rest happens automatically. This image will be dynamically uploaded to the MyFont website. It'll be analyzed, and you may have to just go through, quickly check the analyzing and make sure all those letters are correct. When it's finished, click Search, and some recommendations will be made. And there you go, we have 5 recommendations. And in fact, I know Eris Bold is the correct one. Click on that one there, and you can actually purchase or find out about the availability of the font. This is going to make life so much easier for sign writers and screen printers alike. Well done. The last area we're looking at in our new features tour is concept share. Basically, create your design, and when it's time for your client to see the design, come up to File and down to Publish Page to Concept Share. When the Docker opens, you can register or sign in, or in fact, I at least recommend launch the tour. When you launch the tour, you can learn all about what Concept Share is for. Concept Share gives you the ability to upload your design and invite various parties to look at the design and to comment. And as you can see, they can actually draw on the design, they can add tags, they can zoom in, pan around, etc. And they can really see where you're up to and make suggestions. It's a tremendous collaborative tool. This concludes our new feature tour. I hope that you've enjoyed this tour, and if you would like to learn a lot more about Corel Draw and the design process, remember, I have prepared a number of videos that are also available on your Corel Draw DVD. Goodbye for now.